Good morning, godlings. This is your boy Montre. Today, I was really kind of debating what I wanted to talk about, whether it was going to make it controversial or informative or whatever. But today, I know I haven't talked about hair in a long time, so I'm going to talk about dreads. So if you have dreads, make sure you stay tuned.
Watching what I do, come walk in my shoes and see the way I'm living if you really want to. Got my mind on my money and I'm not going away. So keep on getting your paper and keep on climbing. Look in the mirror and keep on shining. Till the game ends, till the clock stops, we gon' post up on the top spot, living the life.
Alright, my little godlings. I've had a few people ask me questions, like just on the street, about my hair. And so I felt like, well, it's about that time to start talking about hair. Let people know, especially some of the kiddies out there, on what to do about your dreads. Now, this is mainly for people who are trying to start. It's going to take patience, people. It's not going to happen overnight. I always ask you, what's the texture of your hair? Do you have a curly texture? If you're African American, if you're of black descent of some sort, it's a little easier, of course, because black people have some have naturally curly hair, so or more coarse hair. So that's hair that's easier to lock up. If you are Latino, Asian, or Caucasian, you're going to have a more difficult time unless you have naturally wavy, curly hair. That hair usually tends to snag within itself too. If you have very fine hair, then you need to go get it done professionally. Of course, the process for somebody of Caucasian descent is going to be different than those of, African American or a mixed descent. The process is totally different. So that's why I suggest you go get it done professionally, because there's just different things you may have to do with your hair, and it may take it will take longer. So I can't tell you how long it's going to take. For me, it took me about a month to get my hair to actually lock up. So once it locked up, man, I was good. I just had to maintain it. How long should your hair be when you're locking up your hair? You don't want really long hair. For a lot of girls that want to lock their hair up, or guys who are trying to see how much hair they need to have, you want to have like a mini afro. If you have fine hair, you want to cut it really short. If you have really long hair and you're trying to lock your hair up, you got to cut it, because think about it. What you want is you want to lock as little hair as possible. It's easier to lock a little bit of hair than it is to lock a whole bunch of hair. You're trying to lock a whole bunch of hair, and then your locks really look bad. Everybody's like, well, how do you get them really nice like this? I started with a little bit. And that was a little bit of hair. My hair was about maybe that long. And I twist it out, and then as it grows, all I'm doing is keeping up with the new growth. You want afro like about this size. And then when you twist it up, your locks will probably be about that big. After your hair is locked up, you can wash your hair as much as you want. I wash my hair almost every day because I like my hair to smell good and be pretty. You want to go get yourself a bottle of witch hazel. Ooh, it's evil. No, it's not some kind of evil spell. Witch hazel is a clear bottle of cleanser. You can go look at this. Go to the store and ask for somebody for it. For those people who are just starting their locks and you really can't wash your hair that often because you don't want to wash your locks out, you want to get some witch hazel. You want to get some Q-tips, and you want to go in between the locks with the witch hazel and make sure that your scalp is clean, because the whole process of your hair growing is to keep your scalp clean. And you don't want your hair to smell. You can also get a little spray bottle and just go in there, and every time it itches, spray your head down wherever it itches with the witch hazel. It'll instantly kind of cleanse your hair, and you can take a little Q-tip and just rub it with the witch hazel, and that'll kind of get the itch off, and then try to retwist whatever you don't do. Also, what I used to do when I first started my locks, when I had my baby locks and I didn't want to wash them out, you get a handkerchief or a do-rag or some sort, and you wrap your hair up really tight, and instead of getting in the shower under the water, if you really want to rinse your hair out, you get a bowl of warm water, and you pour it over your head, and it feels very good. It feels very good. You get a bowl of soapy water and do that, and then take a bowl of clean water and pour it over your head. This process will not ruin your locks. It'll get them wet, it'll soak, get them kind of cleansed a little bit. After you take the do-rag off, then you can go back with the witch hazel and you can kind of rub in and get rid of the scalp buildup that may have been building up over the few weeks or the months that you have started your locks. That's one way of keeping your hair and your scalp clean while you are first starting locks. Now after they lock, you need to go ahead and wash your hair. Go ahead and wash your hair and get them nice and clean. But that's how I did it. That was my first process. That's how I kept my head from itching. Also, you need to get your little bottle of hair oil. Those who are of African American descent and your scalp dries up or your hair dries up, and keep them locks nice and oiled up so that your hair doesn't get too dry. Because when your hair gets dry, your hair breaks off. And nobody likes a broken lock. So I know that'll hurt your feelings. But anyways, that's my few tips on how to maintain baby locks, how to maintain your hair, how to keep your hair clean, fresh, and so clean. Alright? Good luck on your lock journeys. And right now I'm at 4 years of hair. So I've already trimmed them up a little bit. I'm going through the processes where the ends are unraveling, so I had to cut the ends a little bit. I don't know if you can see that, but I had to cut my ends because after some of the years the bottoms unravel, so I can't do too much about that other than trim them up. But I'll see you guys later, and remember, if you don't do it, then who will? Peace out, and I'll holler at you guys later.